Good afternoon to all. In, I'm Professor Shivaji Gurkar. In, in earlier lecture, we have seen the basic development of the some basic solids. As we open up the solids, that is prism, pyramid. So in this lecture, we'll see the which are the types of development. So there are two methods of the development. First one is the parallel line method for the prism and cylinder, and second one is the radial line development for the pyramids and cones. If we see here, in case of the parallel line development, there is the cylinder is shown here. The cylinder having diameter is the D and height is H. So if we develop this, then we get the here perimeter is pi d distance is here. So we know D pi is 3.14. So do the multiplication of that, see the value of that, and take that much distance which is on the baseline this or base of the cylinder. So take parallel to this base one line, then that is the pi distance, then height is same h, then divide this circle into some 12 equal parts, starting from this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 up to 12. Then take projection on the front view, then you can see there is 1 dash 2, then 2 and 12 is coincide here, 3 and 11 is coinciding here, 4 and 10 generator is coinciding here, 5th and 9 generator is coinciding here, 8 and 6 generator is coinciding here, and 7th one is at here. So similarly, divide this pi d into 12 equal parts. If we do here 6 equal parts, then divide their pi d into 6 equal parts. If we are making here 12 equal parts, then divide this pi d into 12 equal parts. So this should be the same. If we divide this base circle into 9 equal parts, then divide this pi d into 9 equal parts. So this is very, very important in case of the parallel line development in case of the cylinder. Then in case of the prism, you can see here is the hexagonal prism is there. The prism having base side is given and height is given. Then we can draw from that firstly top view of the this hexagonal prism. Then we have to draw here hexagon in the circle. Then take the projection and complete the front view of the hexagonal prism. Then take the development of this, draw one line, extend this base of the prism and take distance equal to the 6 into the base of this hexagon. Then if base of the hexagon is 50 mm, then 50 into 6, that is 300 mm distance is at here. The development of the hexagonal prism, the 300 distance is here, perimeter of this. Then height will be the same. Then draw this line and then draw vertical lines which is equal to the base edge of this hexagonal prism. So divide this rectangle or line into 6 equal parts because this is hexagon. If this is pentagon, then total distance divided by 5. If this is square, then total distance divided by 4. So in this way, we can do the development of this hexagonal prism. Then how we open this? If we are giving the name A, B, C, D, E, F to the base of the hexagon, then take vertical lines in the front view. The naming will be the A1, D and F is coinciding here, then C and E is coinciding here, then you can see a D dash shown here. Then we have opened this from the A. So next, after the A, there is B, then C, then D, E, and F. Then again, we have to uh, mark here A because we have started from A. So there is the end at A. So this is a very important. In this way, we can develop the parallel line method. Then this is the radian line method. We can uh, take here arc, which is from this length, yes, draw a arc. At that time, center is the vertex of this. Then the formula for the distance or this angle is equals to small r by capital S, small r by S into 360. Now, what is r here? So r is the base radius of this. S is the slant height of this cone into 360. So we get this angle theta. In this way, divide this circle into 12 equal parts, take vertical lines, and again divide this theta into 12 equal parts. If we make here 9 equal parts, then divide this theta into 9 equal parts. So this known as the radial line method. Similarly, for the hexagonal pyramid, so this is very important here. In this way, I have explained here radial line development and parallel line development. These two methods are very important. Thank you.